Alright y'all, welcome back to Roads Less Traveled. Today I want to talk about batteries for trail cameras and hopefully save you a little bit of money. At least that's the idea. So I think it's pretty much undisputed that the best batteries you can buy for your trail cameras are going to be lithiums. And the primary consensus are the Energizer lithium batteries are the best bet for longevity, getting the most out of your batteries. However, those things have absolutely skyrocketed. I've seen upwards to $3 per battery for those Energizer lithium batteries. You're talking about, I'll take for instance this Tacticam camera that uses 12 batteries. If you're running 12 of those Energizer lithium batteries in this camera, and they cost you $3 a piece, you're talking about $36 for one camera. I wonder if you've got a bunch of these. And it adds up really quick. And while I still think that's probably the best bet, the best you can buy, there are options to save a little bit of money. So first off, I want to talk about your non-cellular cameras. These don't use quite as much power as a cell camera. Cell cameras that are constantly having to transmit those images over cell signal use a lot more power, and that even can depend on how strong your signal strength is. How long it actually takes for those images to be sent to your mobile device. But for your non-SD card cameras, in my opinion, going with just a normal alkaline battery is perfectly fine, especially if you're not putting these cameras out over bait. And if you are putting them out over bait, I'm going to assume that you're going in there and adding bait, on some sort of a regular basis. And odds are, on those regular times that you're going in anyway, well, if your batteries are dead, you can easily replace them. So I'm going to say for non-SD card cameras, alkaline batteries are your best bet. Non-cellular cameras, alkaline batteries are probably your best bet. Now, when you talk about the brand, obviously your best brands are probably going to give you the best performance. I'm talking about just your normal standard Energizer AA alkaline batteries. However, those things are still expensive. On Amazon, I've seen you're getting around, probably, depending on how many you buy, obviously you get a better discount the larger bulk you buy, but still you're looking at around $50 per battery. So what I've been doing for a few years and had really good success with is I've been buying these Amazon basic AA batteries in bulk packs, because I run a lot of trail cameras, and saving a lot of money. So for instance, this is a 150 count of AA batteries. They break them down into smaller boxes on the inside. Get your batteries. These batteries, when buying in bulk, you get your cost down to around 20 cents per battery. So for me, that's a lot easier to stomach when you're running multiple cameras. I run 40 to 50 cameras a year, so that cost adds up quickly. So 20 cents per battery I think is a good deal, and I can also attest to these batteries performing very well. I've almost exclusively ran these batteries in my non-cellular cameras for the past 3 years, and depending on where the cameras are, I've gotten up to a year worth of battery life out of these batteries. Now, that's how long you can get out of the batteries is going to depend on a lot of things. Number one is your camera on photo or video mode. Video takes a lot more power. Number two, how often are you taking photos and videos? Are you doing a burst? Do you have that delay set very small? Number three, how many times is that camera going to be triggered? Is it in a high density area where you can get a lot of pictures? Is it over bait where you're going to get a lot of pictures? Or is it on public land where you may not get as many deer because you can't set out bait or mineral or things like that. So that's just something to consider. It's a wide range on how long you get out of them. Just because I say I've gotten a full year, you might not, depending on how many pictures you're getting. So back to the cell cameras. You can use these batteries in your cell cameras, and I ran several cell cameras last year using these alkaline batteries just because the prohibitive cost of getting into those lithium batteries was cost is so high. So I did run some alkaline batteries in my cell cameras, and they work. It's just you're going to have to replace the batteries more often. I think I might have had to, throughout a 6-month season, replace the batteries in my cell cameras that were using alkalines at least once, sometimes twice, depending on how many images I was getting. So that's still a significant cost savings over lithium, the Energizer lithium batteries, but you're having to go in there, you're having to disturb the area, you're having to replace those batteries, and also with the alkaline batteries, as the voltage drops, you do see a little bit of performance decrease in the cameras. For instance, your night vision might get a little bit weaker as the voltage drops on those batteries. Your videos might start cutting off at early. If you have it set for 15 seconds, they may cut off at 10 seconds, then 5 seconds. Whereas you don't have that problem with lithium. Lithiums work at full capacity until they're dead. I mean, it just goes from up here to just boom, they're done. So while you can use the alkaline batteries in cell cameras, what I did last year and worked really well for me is I actually purchased this other brand, this Beviger AA lithium batteries off Amazon. And they're much cheaper than the lithiums, up to half the cost of the Energizer lithiums, and they're still lithium batteries. And I've had very good luck with them. As a matter of fact, I still have a cell camera out right now that I put out, I don't know, around this time last year, and it is still sending me pictures. Okay, so that's a full year on a cell camera, these lithium batteries, and it is still working. So I've had really good luck with these, and the great thing is they're much more cost efficient. Like I said, around half the cost of the Energizers. So these were the 24 pack, and they were $1.54 per battery. So again, it's around half the cost if you're buying the Energizers at $3 per battery. If you're buying in bulk, you want to buy bigger packages, you can get the cost down on these and the Energizer lithiums when you can find them. But still, I mean, it's around half the cost. So it's a huge savings. And honestly, I have not seen a huge difference in performance. Now these are probably not quite the level of the Energizers, but they're still adequate. Alright y'all, so I hope this helps somebody out. Hopefully I can save you a little bit of money, and hopefully if you go this route they work for you. I've certainly had some good success. I've saved quite a bit of money. I just can't justify spending that much money to put batteries in 50 cameras that it would take if I was running the name brand top of the line batteries. So this is what I've come to. It's worked well for me. Hopefully it works well for you. If you made it this far and you liked the video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Comments and likes also help, and I sure appreciate them. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and remember to take the roads less traveled.